Oat milk lattes. Just the name conjures up images of cozy mornings, bustling coffee shops, and that perfect blend of creamy, slightly sweet flavor swirling in your favorite mug. Maybe you're someone who swapped out dairy for plant-based options, or maybe you just love the taste. Either way, oat milk lattes have become a staple for coffee lovers everywhere. But before you take that next sip, let's talk about why you might want to pay a little more attention to what's actually in your cup. Because as delicious and trendy as oat milk lattes are, there's a side to them that most people don't realize. And it could be affecting your energy, your mood, and even your health in ways you never expected. You see, that innocent-looking oat milk latte sitting on your table, it's not as guilt-free as it seems. In fact, it might be hiding a secret that could be sabotaging your morning routine. We all love to think of our coffee as a little daily treat, a pick-me-up that gets us through the day. But what if that treat is actually setting you up for a crash later on? What if the very thing you rely on to boost your energy is the same thing that's making you feel tired, sluggish, or even irritable just a few hours later? Let's spill the beans, literally and figuratively. It's time to dig into what's really going on with oat milk lattes and why they might not be the health hero you thought they were. We'll break down the science, look at the nutrition facts, and give you some practical tips for making smarter choices at your favorite cafe. So grab your cup, settle in, and let's get into it. Oat milk lattes, they sound fancy, they taste amazing, and they're basically the mascot of coffee shops everywhere. Walk into any trendy cafe, and you'll see them lined up on the counter, topped with beautiful latte art, and clutched in the hands of people who care about their health, the environment, or just want to try something new. Oat milk has exploded in popularity over the last few years, and for good reason. It's creamy, it froths beautifully, and it's a great option for anyone who's lactose intolerant, vegan, or just looking to cut back on dairy. Plus, it has a naturally sweet flavor that makes it perfect for coffee drinks. But here's the not-so-sweet secret. Oat milk packs more sugar than you'd think, and we're not just talking about the flavored or sweetened versions. Even the plain, unsweetened oat milk you see in the grocery store contains natural sugars that come from the oats themselves. When oats are processed to make oat milk, the starches in the oats are broken down into simple sugars, which means that even if you're avoiding added sugar, you're still getting a significant dose of natural sugar in every cup. In fact, a typical serving of oat milk can have anywhere from 7 to 15 grams of sugar, depending on the brand and how it's made. That's more than you'd find in some sodas or fruit juices. Even unsweetened oat milk, yep, still has natural sugars from the oats. It's a common misconception that unsweetened means sugar-free, but that's not the case with oat milk. The process of turning oats into milk involves breaking down the complex carbohydrates in the oats into simpler sugars, which gives oat milk its signature sweetness, even without any added sugar. So if you're watching your sugar intake, or if you're trying to keep your blood sugar stable throughout the day, it's important to know that your oat milk latte might be giving you more sugar than you bargained for. When you blend that naturally sweet oat milk with a shot of espresso, you get a drink that's not only delicious, but also capable of spiking your blood sugar faster than your caffeine buzz. Here's how it works. The simple sugars in oat milk are quickly absorbed into your bloodstream, causing your blood sugar to rise rapidly. This can give you a quick burst of energy, but it's often followed by a crash as your body releases insulin to bring your blood sugar back down. If you've ever felt jittery, anxious, or suddenly tired after your morning latte, this blood sugar roller coaster could be the reason why. And if you add flavored syrups, whipped cream, or other sweeteners to your drink, the sugar content can skyrocket even higher. And if you're grabbing a flavored one, that's basically a dessert in disguise. Many coffee shops offer oat milk lattes with added flavors like vanilla, caramel, or hazelnut, and these syrups are loaded with sugar. A flavored oat milk latte can easily contain 30 grams of sugar or more. That's about as much as a can of soda. And while it might taste amazing in the moment, all that sugar can leave you feeling tired, cranky, and craving more sweets later in the day. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break, especially if you rely on your morning coffee to get you going. It doesn't mean you have to ditch oat milk forever, but if you find yourself crashing mid-morning, your latte could be the sneaky culprit. Many people don't realize that the energy crash they experience a few hours after their coffee isn't just from the caffeine wearing off, it's also from the rapid rise and fall of their blood sugar. When your blood sugar spikes, your body responds by releasing insulin to bring it back down, and this can leave you feeling tired, hungry, and even a little bit moody. If you're someone who struggles with energy dips, cravings, or mood swings, it might be worth taking a closer look at what's in your cup. So what can you do if you love oat milk lattes but want to avoid the sugar crash? Try switching it up with almond milk, which is much lower in sugar and carbs than oat milk. Or, if you're committed to oat milk, ask for less oat milk in your cup, or choose an unsweetened version with the lowest sugar content you can find. You can also skip the flavored syrups and opt for a sprinkle of cinnamon or cocoa powder instead. And if you're making your latte at home, consider making your own oat milk so you can control exactly what goes into it. There are plenty of recipes online that use just oats and water, with no added sugar or preservatives. Or, hey, just own it and treat yourself. Just know what's actually in that healthy cup. There's nothing wrong with enjoying an oat milk latte every now and then, especially if it makes you happy and fits into your lifestyle. The key is to be aware of what you're drinking, and to make choices that support your health and well-being. If you love the taste of oat milk and it works for you, go for it. Just be mindful of the sugar content, and try to balance it out with other healthy habits throughout the day. Remember, knowledge is power, and when you know what's in your cup, you can make choices that help you feel your best. Because nothing ruins a coffee date like a sugar crash. Imagine meeting up with friends for a relaxing morning at your favorite cafe, only to find yourself feeling tired, irritable, or even a little bit shaky halfway through your latte. It's not the vibe you're going for, and it can put a damper on what should be a fun and energizing experience. By being mindful of the sugar in your oat milk latte, you can avoid those crashes and enjoy your coffee dates to the fullest. Plus, you'll be setting a great example for your friends, and maybe even inspiring them to make healthier choices too. Stay buzzed, not busted. At the end of the day, coffee is meant to be enjoyed. It's a ritual, a comfort, and a way to connect with others. But it's also important to be aware of what you're putting into your body, and to make choices that support your energy, your mood, and your overall health. So the next time you order an oat milk latte, take a moment to check the label, ask about the sugar content, and think about how it fits into your day. With a little bit of knowledge and a few simple swaps, you can enjoy your favorite coffee drinks without the sugar crash, and keep that buzz going all day long. Let's take a closer look at the numbers. A standard 12-ounce oat milk latte from a popular coffee chain can contain anywhere from 15 to 25 grams of sugar, depending on the brand of oat milk and whether you add any syrups or sweeteners. Compare that to a latte made with unsweetened almond milk, which typically has less than 1 gram of sugar per serving. Even regular cow's milk, which contains lactose, a natural sugar, usually has less sugar than oat milk. This is why it's so important to read labels and ask questions when you're ordering your drink. Don't be afraid to ask your barista what kind of oat milk they use, or to request a smaller amount of milk in your latte. Every little bit helps when it comes to managing your sugar intake. Not all oat milks are created equal. Some brands add extra sugar, oils, or thickeners to improve the taste and texture of their product. Others keep it simple with just oats and water. If you're buying oat milk at the store, take a few minutes to compare the nutrition labels and ingredients lists. Look for options with the lowest sugar content, and avoid brands that add unnecessary sweeteners or additives. If you're not sure which one to choose, ask for recommendations or do a little research online. There are plenty of resources available to help you find the healthiest options for your needs. Making your own oat milk at home is easier than you might think, and it gives you complete control over what goes into your drink. All you need are oats, water, and a blender. Simply blend the oats and water together, strain out the solids, and you've got fresh homemade oat milk with no added sugar or preservatives. You can even experiment with different ratios to find the perfect consistency and flavor for your lattes. Plus, making your own oat milk is often cheaper and more environmentally friendly than buying it at the store. Give it a try and see how it compares to your favorite store-bought brands. If you're concerned about how oat milk lattes affect your blood sugar, consider tracking your response for a few days. You can use a food journal, a glucose meter, or even just pay attention to how you feel after drinking your latte. Do you notice a burst of energy followed by a crash? Do you feel hungry or crave sweets later in the day? By tuning into your body's signals, you can get a better sense of how different foods and drinks affect your energy and mood. This information can help you make more informed choices and find the balance that works best for you. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to nutrition. What works for one person might not work for another, and that's okay. The most important thing is to find what makes you feel your best, both physically and mentally. If oat milk lattes are your go-to and you love the way they taste, enjoy them in moderation and balance them out with other healthy choices. If you find that they leave you feeling tired or craving sugar, try switching things up and see how your body responds. The key is to listen to your body and make choices that support your unique needs and goals. Don't be afraid to ask questions when you're ordering your coffee. Most baristas are happy to share information about the milk options they offer, and many coffee shops now have educational materials or signage to help customers make informed choices. If you're not sure which milk to choose, ask for a sample or try a smaller size before committing to a full drink. You might be surprised at how much you enjoy some of the lower sugar alternatives, and you'll feel better knowing exactly what's in your cup. Pairing your oat milk latte with a balanced meal or snack can also help stabilize your blood sugar and prevent crashes. Try enjoying your coffee with some protein, healthy fats, or fiber-rich foods like eggs, avocado toast, or a handful of nuts. These nutrients help slow down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, keeping your energy levels steady and your cravings in check. Plus, starting your day with a balanced meal sets you up for success and helps you make healthier choices throughout the day. It's easy to overlook the impact that a single drink can have on your day, but the truth is that what you put in your cup matters. The sugar in your oat milk latte can affect your energy, your mood, and even your productivity at work or school. By being mindful of your choices and making small adjustments, you can enjoy your favorite coffee drinks without the negative side effects. It's all about finding the right balance for you and making choices that support your health and happiness. At the end of the day, coffee is about more than just caffeine. It's about connection, comfort, and joy. Whether you're sharing a latte with a friend, taking a quiet moment for yourself, or fueling up for a busy day, your coffee ritual should make you feel good inside and out. So go ahead and enjoy that oat milk latte. Just do it with awareness, intention, and a little bit of curiosity about what's really in your cup. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of oat milk lattes. We hope you learned something new, and that you feel empowered to make choices that support your health and well-being. Remember, it's not about giving up the things you love. It's about finding ways to enjoy them that work for you. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay buzzed, not busted. See you at the coffee shop.